guess, to the snow. I don't blame him. Okay, Alankar, taking the plunge.
Around 3 decades ago, I was still up in heaven, probably jamming to Bob Marley, sitting in the clouds. And then one day, God comes to me and says, "Son, it's your time to go to planet Earth. I want you to jump right now. Go ahead, take the plunge. Don't worry, I'll take care of everything else." And without thinking, I got up and I took the plunge. I think God forgot one really important thing. He forgot to attach a divine parachute to my back. I must have had a really scary free fall because I was born with this debilitating fear of heights. Mr. Toastmaster, yes, fellow members, and especially those who get that sinking feeling in their stomach when they're at the top of a building and they look down. I am Alankar Mehta, and I'm here to narrate that one incident that gave me this magical thought, take the plunge, when I decided to face my fear of heights head on. I've always lived with this fear of heights right through my childhood, my teenage years. I really wanted to get rid of it because I would have nightmares when I was a little kid. I would wake up sweating, heart pounding, because I just had a nightmare that I fell from the top of a building or a mountain. And then it happened. This company from Australia decided to set shop in my town in India. And guess what their specialty was? Bungee jumping. Yes, this kid with fear of heights, this teenager, decided to go bungee jumping. I signed up for it, I waited at the venue for a few hours, and my name was called. When I did go there, I had to step into this tiny cage-like structure that was attached to this huge construction crane. And the crane picked up the cage and dragged it up and up and up. And before I could realize, I was 200 feet in the air. I was scared to death. I looked out. Not only I could see my city around me, I could see the neighboring cities too. Not just that, I could see the mountains in the distance and the rivers flowing down them. Could be beautiful to other people, but I was scared to death. I got ready to take the jump, and my feet started to tremble. I looked down, and the people down there looked like tiny ants. And these negative thoughts started to take over my mind, telling me to just quit. Say no, it will be the easy way out, you just go back home. And as I was about to say no, this magical thought just emerged through my mind. It suppressed all the negative emotions down. And the thought said, take the plunge. And without thinking any further, I took the plunge. What happened next was magical. I started gliding through the air. The world just went silent. It was just me and the sound of wind. I had no fear of heights. It felt just like a scene out of a cheesy movie with a happy ending. I lied. This is what I wish it would be like. This wasn't a movie, this was my real life. Let's rewind. I heard the magical thought, take the plunge. I jumped. I started plunging to the ground real fast. Didn't expect that. I didn't feel like a bird, but I tried to become one. I started flapping my hands really fast. I thought if I flapped them really hard, I could start to fly and land on the ground on my own will, safely. And at the same time, I was really scared. So I started screaming, "Ah!" I was so loud. I'd never been that loud in my life. And I don't think I can be that loud ever again. I got that terrible sinking feeling in my stomach. My body was weak, and I felt like I was living my childhood nightmares in real life. Those few seconds of free fall felt like a long, frightful hours. I eventually made it safely to the ground in one piece. I can safely say that I did not conquer my fear of heights through that bungee jumping adventure. However, it gave me a new perspective on my life. If I could take the plunge to face the biggest fear in my life, I could take the plunge to face any challenge of my life. Now, whenever I'm confronted with a really difficult situation, a difficult task, and when my mind gets crowded with emotions telling me to say, no, take the easy way out, just go home, this magical thought emerges and suppresses all the thoughts down. And the magical thought is, take the plunge.